It's funny how the left will deny something is even a problem worth discussing when the evidence is right in front of their faces. Have a look at this video here.
I know, he's not going to the club, I know. You okay? You okay? You okay? No? You're not okay?
Yeah,
Do you know these?
Yeah.
You know them, yeah?
Yeah. We are.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
So what you're seeing there is Canal Street in Manchester. Now, I actually used to live right around the corner from Canal Street, so this means a lot to me here. Canal Street is basically like the gay village in Manchester. So in other words, that's where the party goes all night long. So there's a major issue going on right now where prowlers, specifically foreign men, will lurk around the area until 2, 3 in the morning, waiting for drunk teenage or very young girls to be stumbling out of a bar or nightclub, and then try to aggressively lead them away to you know what. And this guy here, his channel is called It's Mr. Manchester. Apparently he's on a mission to put a stop to this, and what you're going to see is that he encounters multiple instances in one lap walking around this little district in one short, around 10-minute video. Let's keep watching.
You're not with these though, are you?
Yeah.
You're not with these though, are you?
Genuinely?
Sorry?
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're not with them, are you? You're in jogging bottoms, you ain't getting a no club in jogging bottoms. You were literally, I saw you pushing her. She looks scared for her life.
No, not at all, man.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Yes.
What are you doing all tonight? She looks scared for her life, man.
Okay, man.
And now you're just walking away?
Okay.
I thought these like your love of your life just said. What are you running for? Hey! Stop harassing girls, you weirdos!
Yeah, because innocent men just sprint away in a panic like that.
Okay, thank you so much.
I saw you walking, I was like, something's not right, and I saw you in joggers.
I was trying to put it off for a while, but I didn't know how to.
That was a good bouncing of you.
Thank you.
No, it's just literally I saw
How did you know?
Because we literally chased one down the other
So
before.
thank
Oh,
you.
really?
I just got arrested, yeah. But obviously the police aren't here now, they've all gone
They
home.
just come all the time now.
Two things I want to point out that he's just said. One, that's not his first encounter that night. He's already encountered one who got arrested. But two, as he says, not all the police, but most of the police presence disappears in Manchester at like the most important time when young girls are drunkenly leaving nightclubs and making their way home. That's when you should have max police presence. Why did they go home? Anyway, keep on watching. There are some police still.
What are you doing then? You're harassing girls all night. You're harassing all girls on. What are you doing tonight, mate?
Different guy, by the way. 3 minutes around the corner.
You've been on camera, I've seen you approach 3 different girls. So what are you doing tonight?
What are you talking about?
You phone out if you're not taking girls.
I'm not
What are you doing, mate?
anything. I haven't done anything. What are you talking about?
What are you doing all night then? What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight?
Look at this. Look. See this, yeah? Oh my God,
I haven't done anything. What are you talking about?
he's taking pictures.
I haven't taken any pictures.
So what are you doing tonight, mate? That's fire engine.
Fire brigade. I've got my radio with me, so if it goes there, we'll see what's happening.
Hi.
That is the same guy, still lurking, still doing his laps after already being confronted. Okay, so I'll just add some audio here because he's lost his. Basically, he continues to see this guy walking around despite already being confronted because really, no matter what you do, these pervs are on a mission and they're not going to stop. So this guy follows him around, gets his phone out and films him, and he's been on the phone to the police already. So he's keeping the police aware of where this guy's whereabouts is, and fortunately, in this case, the police actually do something about it. And trust me, that's a rare occurrence. But the sad thing is, this guy will almost certainly be back out on the street tomorrow. And I bet you thought that was the same guy, but no, that's actually a fourth prowler that's also getting arrested.
All of it is not safe. That's all I've heard, not safe. All I've heard is not safe from the officer, but that's it.
And just when you thought the situation in Manchester couldn't be more fucked up than what you've just seen there are, and I'm not kidding you, more than one actual, literal, fake taxis with fake taxi drivers. They're certainly not British men, posing as taxi drivers, offering free rides home specifically to young, drunk, vulnerable girls. They won't even give you a lift if you're a man. They'll just ignore you. But if you're a attractive, young, drunk female, they will shout out the window offering you a free ride home. Who knows if you even make it home? And by the way, what you're witnessing there is the police thankfully spotting what's going on and rescuing these women there, because the actual taxi drivers, especially those ones, the black cab style taxis, they need to have special licenses displayed on the outside, and you can only acquire that if you're a legitimate taxi. So the police and anyone who knows what they're looking for can see right away when it's a fake taxi, but not these young, vulnerable women, unfortunately.
Taxi?
No.
No?
Yeah.
You taxi?
Yeah.
Where's your license?
Sorry?
Your ID?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why you say free for...
For what free?
Yeah? Why?
What free?
The taxi fare for girls.
No.
Yeah, they got it on camera.
Show me the camera.
I've not got it on camera, I've come to see you.
No.
He's got it on camera though. Why you say that to girls?
I don't see such thing. I don't like. I have a family, work for family.
You work for family? But why are you trying to get girls in for free? That should be a far journey. Are they going away now?
And then after the fake taxi driver cowardly runs away, he spots yet another prowler.
Okay, I went out to a club.
He's the guy who fucking...
I went out to
The guy I've been following all night. Yep.
Wow.
I've been following him. He's doing laps around Deansgate, going up to girls. This guy.
Sorry?
Yeah, doing laps around Deansgate, going up to girls. I've seen you walk up and down here twice, and you were just chilling by taxis there, staring at everyone getting into taxis. Yeah. So what are you doing out tonight then? So I'm curious. What are you doing out? What are you doing out?
Sit.
You just come out for a sit at 5 in the morning, half 5 in the morning.
As well. My bobby hat, mine.
And so
What do you want?
My bobby hat, mine.
my friend and my boyfriend
You're police or lady or lady?
Sorry?
You're police? Police
Did you
you?
say police anywhere?
Come here.
Deansgate.
He
He's
was
come down
being
to.
a bit- He was being a bit of a creep.
What was he doing? Yeah. Was he touching you or all?
No.
He's just saying some weird stuff. Yeah. It's not nice, is it?
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Yeah, we see it.
Saying some weird stuff.
I really do appreciate
Yeah.
Nice. You just come out to have a nice night out, and you got him there, fully sober,
I do appreciate
like
it a lot.
stalking the girls. Yeah, it's literally is. It's like
seen him tonight.
It's mental.
I really lost my voice, as you can tell, but I really do appreciate what
it's
you're doing.
it's the fact that he's gone from Deansgate and walked all the way down here to do the exact same thing, innit?
As well as it's like, they do it and they won't leave it.
And he's disappeared now, hasn't he?
And I'll admit we don't have much context on these two guys, but just to throw it in there, here's the police nabbing two other guys for doing God knows what. Whatever it wasn't good. Why were they there? Okay, so story time. Now it's time to learn a little bit about me. When I first moved back to the UK for the second time around, I chose to settle in Manchester. I thought it was a very cool city, and I was correct. Not only was it a very cool city, it was my favorite city on earth. Anytime I had to leave, I couldn't wait to get back to Manchester. I loved it so much, I called it my home. Then, the migrant crisis started ramping up. And unfortunately, the situation goes in the United Kingdom, when these people come in the masses and the government doesn't know what to do with them, they get dumped on the more working class blue collar areas, specifically the greater Manchester area, among others in the north. Now, I lived in the very city center of Manchester, and whether they get dumped in the center or in the surrounding area, they flock to the center anyway. So it felt like overnight, my safe, cool, fun city that I called my home became an unsafe place to be. I no longer felt comfortable where I lived, and especially my partner especially did not feel comfortable. So much so that we unfortunately had to pack our things and move out of the city. We actually moved just about as far as possible away from Manchester to basically the southern tip of the country. And where I live now is a very liberal leftist area. And it's funny how it works, because this area I'm in now, they don't have this issue. None of these asylum seekers have been dumped on the area I live in now. So they're virtually unaffected by it. And I find it very funny that all the people here are all for this kind of thing. And anyone who speaks out against it, they immediately label you a racist. They label you a bigot. But even if it's people that have felt what this does to a country, what it does to your area, the people that have been personally affected by it are told by people who have never been affected by this how they should feel and that they're a racist for feeling this way. And even though clips like this, there's many clips like this out there showing that the issues people say are an issue are a very real thing, they will still deny it. They'll deny it's even happening and call you a racist. My partner recently had to go back up to Manchester for a family thing. And when she came back, the first thing she told me was she was terrified to walk the streets. Everywhere she went, she felt leered at. She felt unsafe. She couldn't wait to get out of there and get back to safety. Yet, people still deny it's even an issue. People who've never even seen it or aren't even willing to look at the evidence will deny it's an issue. Another story, I know someone very close to me who's also very liberal, very left-wing. On 2 different visits, 2 different occasions in this country, they have been robbed. They have been targeted and had a robbery attempt on them, and even they still deny that it's even a problem. That's how deep this goes. Okay, so now we're going to talk some actual provable facts, some statistical facts, okay? And it's funny, when you raise these issues to the left, the liberals in this country, they'll deny that it's even happening. They'll say, nope, there's nothing to prove that, and the facts you're reading are biased. But I think we can all agree that the UN, the United Nations, have accurate statistics. Whether you're right-wing, left-wing, center, whatever, we all agree the UN has accurate stats. Yes? For context, typically when someone takes issue with what's happening in the United Kingdom, and they say something like, oh, we've got a big problem with all these asylum seekers coming in here and committing all these rapes, murders, attacks, you name it, the left will immediately go, oh my god, I can't believe you just fucking said that, you massive bigot, you racist, that kind of thing, right? But here's what the UN have to say. So a very large proportion of these asylum seekers are coming from South Asia. And the UN wanted to get some insight into what sexual violence patterns look like in South Asia. So they went to Sri Lanka, specifically, and they ran a survey and found that approximately 15% of all men in Sri Lanka admit to committing rape. 65% of those men admit to doing it on more than one occasion. And you need to bear in mind that 15% is only the men who had enough bravery to admit to committing rape on an actual survey. The number is projected to be a lot higher than that. The survey found that a significant portion of these acts involve sexual violence against non-partners, and the study highlighted a high level of impunity, with only a small percentage of these perpetrators facing legal consequences, reported as low as 3% in some analysis of the data. The study, which included data from Colombo, Nuwara, Elia, Batticaloa, and Hambantota, sorry if I butchered that, aimed to highlight the high prevalence of sexual violence and the lack of legal recourse for these victims. So a lot of these people are coming over here with it in their heads that you can just get away with this. And bear in mind, these people coming over, it's like 99.99% men. So they don't have any women. One, it's messed up that they're leaving they're supposedly leaving war zones and they're just happily leaving the women and children behind to fight these wars for them. But also they're coming over here with no female contact whatsoever. They don't have any relationship with females, and men are men. So, you know, they're going to want that as soon as possible and do whatever they feel it is necessary to get that female contact. Like that's just common sense. I don't know why this needs to be spelled out this way or why people have any issue admitting that that's the truth. And if you guys want to see what happens when a brave solo female traveler decides to actually go to Sri Lanka, you're not going to believe what you see in this clip.
There was a man driving a scooter in front of me and he would continually slow down so I'd have to pass him, and then he would speed up and pass me again. It kept going on and on and on. The first time I smiled at him, and after that I kept ignoring him. He turned off and I thought I'd lost him until I pulled over to have a small rest and a drink, and he appeared again, got off his scooter and came to talk to me. There was a bit of a language barrier, but he seemed friendly, so I let him try to talk to me. But then it quickly turned uncomfortable and he asked where I was staying, and I knew where it was going. I wish I had reacted more firmly, but I was just in shock. I could not believe he asked me that question, and after I said no, he still had the audacity to expose himself to me like that. I guess this is just another reminder to set aside people-pleasing and speak up loudly when things like this happen.
In the non-voiceover clip, he basically just happily walks up to her with a smile on his face and assumes she's just down for whatever, and he says, do you want sex? Come on, let's do sex. And he whips his Johnson out, and fortunately she blurred that for you kind people. And there's just one more visual aid I want to share with you guys, because I know what some oddballs out there might say, like, oh, but that's just Sri Lanka, they're not just coming from Sri Lanka. Like, shut up. Look at this chart here. This is the pattern of sexual violence and how it's increased over the years, specifically in the UK. And what do those dates match up with? Well, it specifically and perfectly matches up with the increase in asylum seeker flow and mass migration. Yeah, I think you all know how graphs work there. I don't really need to say too much about this. But again, even though we have this data, even though anyone can see this, it's one Google search away, the left will still be like, Nah, you're just a racist. It's not even happening. It's not even an issue. It's just British guys doing it. Yeah, the issue's with British guys. It's nothing to do with the foreigners. I've said this before in another video. It's not your fault if you're from a society, from a culture where these things are normal. It's not up to the individual. It's up to the culture, the society, to shake that, to shake those behaviors and teach people differently. But you know who it's not up to? It's not up to people in the Western world to bear the burden and do it for them, especially when they're outright refusing to integrate. And there's such a high cost in the meantime. Our own people are at risk here. So many murders, so many rapes have happened in the last few years. It's hard to count them all. It's hard to keep track of them, how frequently they happen. And I, for one, am sick of the denial from the left. It doesn't make you a racist to take issue with murders and rapes, the ones that they say aren't even happening, despite them being frequently recorded and available for anyone to find online. It doesn't make you a bigot to want your loved ones to have a safe place to walk the street at night. It doesn't make you a bigot to want a safe place for your children to walk to school in the morning. If it were white Canadians coming from the city where I grew up, traveling here in the masses and committing these crimes, I would be equally as pissed off. You would be equally as pissed off. It has nothing to do with the race. It is entirely to do with the actions, the undeniable, irrefutably evident actions. And the left, who are, by the way, who are the ones who are always all up in arms about women's safety and women's rights, they ignore the fact that the majority of the countries these people are coming from, the law book they follow declares that women have half the value of a man, 50% the value of a man, and their word means 50% what a man's word means. Yet they say, come on in, just not in my backyard. I'm really sorry if what you saw in today's video was upsetting to anybody, but I honestly do feel like this is important stuff. It needs to get out there. It needs to be talked about. People need to stop being afraid to talk about this, because in the UK, me talking about this right now could result in a knock on my door by the police. This has happened, I've said it in another video, over 12,000 times in the last few years. People who just speak out about the most obvious thing will be punished for acknowledging that it even happens. So thank you for supporting me. I really need your support when I post videos like this. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, please like, and I would love it if you subscribed as well. See ya.